Hello everyone, this is Trichy, Assistant Professor of Physics, Bishop Heber College.
Today I am going to talk about center of gravity. Gravity is the invisible force that pulls objects toward one another. And one of the things that gravity does is pull us toward the earth. So it is important to know that's what gravity is. And center of gravity is short of this middle point where all of a body's weight or an object's weight is. In people, it's in a different places, but in general, it's right about the middle of your body, a little bit above your belly button. That's your center of gravity. Really, two big things it can do is one can make you more stable in situation where you want to be stable. The second one is it can help you to move quickly if you are in the situation where you want to move quickly. In everyday life, sometimes we want to be balanced too. For doing everyday things like tying your shoes, you also need to use your center of gravity. If you try to tie your shoes without bending over or without lowering your center of gravity, you might tip over. What goes up must come down. That's one way of understanding gravity. We think of gravity as a force that pulls things downward, that is, toward the center of earth, but it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes gravity can make things turn topple over, especially if they are high up and unbalanced. Tightrope walker understand this better than anyone. Tiptoeing over the high wire, they often teeter and wobble from side to side just to entertain us, yet they hardly ever fall off. Instinctively, understanding the physics of forces helps them standing firmly on the wire. If likely them, you understand a simple concept called center of gravity, you will balancing its child's play. What is center of gravity? Throw a ball in the air and gravity pulls it straight back down. Not everything moves like this when gravity acts on it. Most objects are not nice, neat shape like balls. That means gravity acts on them in more complex ways. Even so, all objects behave as though their mass is concentrated at a point called their center of gravity. A simple object like a ball has its center of gravity in a very obvious place right at its center. But in a more complex object like your body, the center of gravity is slightly higher than your waist. Let us take a rectangular scale. Each particle of the scale is attracted towards the center of the earth due to the gravitational force of the earth. These forces are proportional to the mass of the particles. These forces are called the weight of the particles. Let us take particles P, Q or S. The particles are very small when comparing to the earth. Hence, the lines joining the center of the earth with the particle are almost parallel forces. The resultant of these linear parallel forces is called the weight of the body. This is equal to the sum of the component of particles. This resultant will pass through a particular point of the body, and this point is called the center of gravity of the body. Simply, we can define the center of gravity is that the place in a system or a body where the weight is evenly dispersed and all sides are in. I hope you understood about center of gravity. Thank you.